Good evening, everybody. We have got Super Hot up tonight. I suspect these always start with a bit of silence, but I always like to make sure that host mode is out. I think I'm going to keep the introductions to a minimum. I have been sucking a little bit at explaining why we've been doing these things. I feel like I've almost run out of steam because I don't like repeating myself a whole lot. But we will overcome. I was gifted this game by Johnny Big Time after I watched him play it, and I thought it was outstanding. So let's restart the progress. We are going to go in. I have played all of it, but I will share the experience with all of you. Pios, the operating system of the future. You playing Super Hot yet? I've never seen anything like it. What are you talking about? Superhot.exe. It's a crack. Logs you into this company's site so you can play this game. Sick shooter. Sick how? Too hard to describe. Just play it. I'll send you the files. Hold on. When you run superhot.exe, it should do everything else automatically. Chat ended. Okay, sending now. Check it out. Just run superhot.exe. Move with WASD, aim with the mouse. Time moves only when you move, which is the big premise behind this game. Ah, damn it. I just shot a bullet out of the air.
Super hot. 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 Super hot.
Grab the gun. Left click to pick up weapons. It was a setup. God damn it. One thing I like about these tutorial levels, I don't know, I think the game progresses pretty well. These aren't really so much puzzles as they become later on. But I think the time mechanic is so... It's like it's sufficiently interesting that you can do simple stuff like that and still have a good time. I think the puzzles come in right around the time. Take it slow. I think the puzzles come... I think the puzzles become... kind of come in right around the time that the novelty wears off. Alright. Careful. Oh, there... yeah. Keep your eye on the ball, my friend.
Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super
can give me... Oh, you missed. Throw your gun. I think there might be a video that's playing in the background. Like in the other room, so I might need to get up and... damn it. I always keep... Alright, that's a good opportunity. I will be back in a quick second, guys. I just need to make sure. If I don't fix that... Okay, looks like the game's going to force the issue. I will be back in just one quick second, but I'm going to have bandwidth problems if I'm running high-definition video in the background. So just give me one quick second, please. All right, sorry about that. That was YouTube autoplay responsible for that. Let's go back to Super Hot. Let's see if I can fix my aim at all.
Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super hot.
I'm only slightly annoyed that, so it's kind of fun to watch this repeat. I'm only slightly annoyed that you can't get the super hot image over. I'm assuming if you do edit the replay, you'll be able to see that, but it'd just be kind of nice if you could remove it once to see your handiwork. Come with us. How about no? Mind blown. Ah, crap. I'm pretty sure there's a big capsule collider that they use to represent the player, which leads to a couple of moments where I sort of feel like I shouldn't be taken out. Then there's other moments like that where I just completely overestimate my my breathing room.
Super hot. Super hot.
How you doing, Blassie? Good to see you. I know you always come, the last couple times you've been coming in, I shouldn't say always, but you've stopped by when the cast is about to end, so I am pleased to announce you're the first one to speak in chat. We've only been up for about 10 minutes, and of course I talk too much at the start, so
Super hot.
there's that.
Super hot.
Yeah, as long as you are willing to hang out, I'm gonna be
Super hot.
I'm gonna be here to watch. Have you played this game? Ooh, this is the same level. Unauthorized access. Good to hear it. I'm always happy to see you stop by, so. Haven't played it, but watched parts a few times. Yeah, it feels like most people have at least seen the basics, but it's got quite a story. I don't know. I was quite pleased with it, so I'm looking forward to going. I might actually be able to do the whole game tonight, but incoming message. What did you think? Interesting idea. Not sure what I'm supposed to be doing, though. I think I was in a factory, then an alley, then a subway. Lol. Awesome. Everyone gets something different. It's crazy. That's one word for it. Some bad glitches at the end. Unauthorized something something, then I got kicked out. Oh yeah. They updated the crack to fix that. Sending. Just sending. New file seems to crash less. Get over it. Hold space to jump. Wha-ha! Damn it. I got really lucky with those two guys coming from behind. Oops. Yeah, well, so the thing that's kind of fun about this is that in a way, this is really just a this is basically a first-person. It's a puzzle game in sort of the wrapper of a first-person shooter. It's kind of funny, like, so Max Payne, I think, was the game that sort of overtly tried to capture the feeling of the Matrix, and yet I feel like Superhot does a slightly better job of that, by virtue of the fact, so like, Max Payne, you're sort of, gotta neutralize the gun first, screwed up. So you, I guess in this case you have a little more control. So like you're able to make decisions, whereas like Max Payne, you trigger bullet time, and then you're just sort of stuck in this jump for an extended period of time. Like I think in the case of Superhot, you get to pull off all those sick plays that you wish you could in like a standard FPS without, but like you have the time to think it through. So like you, damn it. So like, I'll give you an example. I'll talk through the logic of this one. So I'm gonna run up. I first of all need to get a weapon. So punch, pick up, shoot. Guy behind me comes up. So, oop. Again, I kind of need to aim for the center of mass. There's no benefit for a headshot other than style points, but I'm still bad at that. All right, so I screwed that up. Out of ammo. That's not so bad here because I get to pick up the gun. I'll shoot at him and I'll get into cover. Next shot, I get to take out one here, leading him a little bit. So they're anticipating my movement to the left, so I'm going to fire here. He's going to move to the right, so I've missed this one. Oh, he's also heading to the right. So I think the guy behind him gets shot, but now I'm going to move. Okay, throw to neutralize that. I've got a little bit of time because these guys are going to be running after me, so shoot one. New guy gets the gun, so actually in this case I'm going to throw it. And I can finish them off with fists.
Hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super,
That's a really good point, Blasi.
super hot. 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 Super.
So one thing I like about this is that time still moves even if you... So like time just moves very, very slowly. Wrong place, wrong time. More shots. Where's the gun? Well, I've got some extras to pick up. Okay, so I gotta get the new gun. There we go.
Super hot. Super hot.
So I screwed up there. It was supposed to give me a gun, but I immediately jumped behind the bar, so...
Super hot.
So the fact that the game makes things run forward. So in this case, it's not just a pure puzzle game. So it's not like, I mean, I always talk about chess like you have an infinite amount of time to make your to take your turn. You don't. But like in this case, it's not. What's a good example here? I guess like Braid, you can sit down, and because time is. So time's like a fixed quantity, right? If you move forward in the game, everything is sort of deterministic. Stream is lagging for you. Looks like I'm getting hit with some. Looks like I'm getting hit with some bandwidth problems.
Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super hot.
Okay, looks like I'm just getting absolutely pounded on my bandwidth. So just give me one quick second. I'm gonna do a quick BRB sign because I want to see what's going on my other computer.
Super hot. 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 Super.
All right, back in one quick second. It seems to have resolved itself, but I want to double check something.
Super hot. 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 Super hot.
So I've got. I'm pretty sure this is just my ISP again. I think they are of the opinion that they only need to take care of their customers when it's time to renew a contract. I think they will find the folly of that decision when it comes time to renew the contract. Not that I am a particularly big fish. This is the drawback of Canadian telecom. But I think I'm in okay shape. I'm just going to double check. My phone might also be taking up some bandwidth too. So let me just take a quick look at what's going on there.
Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super.
Okay, we seem to have leveled out, so
Super hot. Super hot. Super.
wanna fight? Just a warm-up. Give me the bat.
Super.
Was a little inefficient, but
Super
Not exactly speedrunning this game, so.
super hot,
It's kind of interesting. So it seems like headshots with the bat kill the guys, but not body shots. So
super hot,
I always thought it was just one hit kills everything, but I could be wrong in that. Well, obviously, except for punches. Oops. Gotta keep moving. I screwed up. I'm really curious how they did the AI for this game, incidentally, because obviously it needs to be making some decisions based on... so it's kind of... If it just deals... Damn it. It was too late on that. If it just makes decisions sort of based on your current position, then you're always going to dodge bullets. They very clearly sort of like lead you. Oh, nice. Okay, so another one of these. Time, gentlemen, please. Damn it. I remember this was the first one that I had trouble with. I sort of think this is where sort of the tutorials are done, I guess. I don't think there's any new concepts that get introduced. Yeah, I screwed it up. Rambler, oh my god, look at that huge host. Thank you very much for the 24 views. Welcome to everybody from Rambler's channel. I am doing a charity stream right now. It's not like a hugely formal one. I'll do an explanation of what's going on when we have a few more people inside here. But thank you very much for stopping by. If you're just lurking in Rambler's channel, you probably won't be hearing this. But I hope I can entertain you. I do tend to play a few more strategy games, but this week has been all about some more crowd pleasers. Break in. I gotta get rid of this bat, I think. God damn it. Quitting time. I'm out. Sounds good. We get the first samurai sword. Ah, I missed. Okay, so I'm kind of curious where this guy winds up shooting, but I have a I had a clear chance to take him out, so I wasn't gonna miss that. I'm looking for more opportunities to throw this where I can. I thought I took out the last gunner. So as you can see there, it's making... I'm pretty sure it's just kind of momentum based. So like, are you moving to the left? If you are, they'll try and move accordingly. I don't remember these guys having shotguns last time. Missed. I don't think I get another shot with this, but we'll see. Maybe he'll shoot his buddy. Cool. My sword now.
Super hot, super hot.
I really like this game.
Super hot.
So, obviously I got interrupted by the bandwidth problems before, but What I mean, this game's kind of a fun puzzle in the sense that obviously, so you don't need to worry about twitch reflexes as much. The fact that time moves is a factor, so you can't spend forever to make your decision. Whereas, like a game like Braid, which I also think is a puzzle game, you can actually sit down and reason your way through the puzzle. You can also iterate over different solutions because everything is going to behave the same. It behaves in a completely deterministic way. What Superhot does, it still retains some of the action of an FPS, but the emphasis moves more towards the puzzle solving, right? Each person that you present is a problem that you need to overcome, and you sort of work out the right combination of elements within the level to solve it. I think the designers don't like thinking of it as a puzzle game, incidentally. And I think that's fair, too, because what you can say instead is that this is a first-person shooter, and they're just simply emphasizing a different set of behaviors. I'm pretty sure when they designed these levels, they maybe didn't necessarily think of them as a puzzle. And in this case here, what they've said is like, well, rather than go through a game where you're trying to get health back or something like that, the resources, so like one of the things that you get in like Doom or Wolfenstein or something like that is, okay, I'm going to have to go from room to room. I'm going to, if I make mistakes, I'm going to, I'm going to have to find a health pack or something like that. Whereas in this one is like, oh man, I got myself worked into a corner. Is there like is there like a beaker that I can grab and like throw it at somebody? Or can I punch this guy who's about to shoot me and then I translate that gun into an ability to take somebody at range? Oh, I was wrong. There's one more mechanic that gets introduced in this game. So still, I don't think you can really call these tutorials. So it's definitely an FPS that appeals to my sensibilities. All right, I probably need to run. Damn it. Wrong turn. Okay, I think it was just too slow. Oops. The shotgun, possible real-time first-person strategy puzzle shooter. It just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it, Blasi? Oh, this is... Okay. It's an automatic weapon. So yeah, the sound of it loading is definitely the indicator that you shouldn't be just running or behind the truck like that. I don't remember having so much trouble on this one. Damn it. Okay. Just gonna wait for him to turn the corner. The one thing I'm bad at with this is... let's see if I can take these three guys out. No, not with one run.
Super hot. Super hot. Super.
One of the things I'm really bad at is evaluating when it's going to hit the corner or something like that. I really do like to try and minimize my exposure to the projectiles, but what usually winds up happening there is I just throw I just wind up throwing a tool towards a wall and destroying it. Unauthorized access. These levels look great, by the way. So, like, obviously the people are really stylized, but I think one of the things that really sells this game, what did you expect? One of the things that really sells this game is how well realized the levels are. It's one of these great examples. So I think for a while we sort of labored under this illusion that indie games, to save on art style, could just default to pixel art, and that was cool. And there are definitely some games that come about as pixel art very honestly. So for instance, I think Gods Will Be Watching has a very beautiful aesthetic. Now it's pixel art, it's unabashedly pixel art. But I think there's just something about the visual style of that game that really speaks to me. And I think Superhot's a great example of how, the characters are memorable. Like the white and red aesthetic is something that really stands out to me. Clearly, you can get by with lower polygons on these virtual enemies, and yet you see the textures of the level, and it actually seems very. I don't want to say very real because it's obviously very abstract, but in this case, they didn't rely on like this white cube is a dumpster. Maybe you put a big black sign on it saying dumpster. It's like one of these examples of you can get inexpensive art for a game. I'm assuming it was inexpensive. I could be wrong. But it still communicates a lot of personality. And I think this is one of the things that's differentiating successful indie titles and ones that grab your attention from ones that, ones that sort of languish in obscurity. Look who's back. I've been trying to reach you for hours. You've been playing this whole time? Didn't feel like it was that long. I know. Felt the same way when I first got in. Couldn't stop. It's kind of random. No plot, no reason for anything. Just killing red guys. Oh, that's right. Oop. It seems that way at first. Just need to get rid of something happens eventually. I don't want to spoil anything. But I guess it doesn't matter now. They added more levels. But they're password protected. Seriously? That sucks. Yeah. Super lame. I'll send anyway. Let me know if you figure out how to get in. Chat ended. New files, password protected, frowny face. Enter authorized password. Super hot. Access denied. Enter authorized password. System chalk. Access granted. Ooh. There's a side of me that wonders too if this game was basically, they made their prototype and they cracked the system. Indeed they did. Sorry, checking my phone when I shouldn't be. Oh shit. Bring it, nerd. A little faster on that than I thought he would be. Crack the system. I really wanted to pick up that gun. Ooh, I got lucky. I did not get so lucky there. Give me that gun. Bad luck. But yeah, I sort of wonder if they had their prototype, they started making levels for it, and then sort of the story was added to sort of string them together. It's a little unfair. Like, obviously the story doesn't necessarily feel tacked on, and yet it's the sort of thing that you could write for a game that you had made and did not yet have a reason for all the levels. And of course, it could be a bit of a confession, right, where they say there doesn't seem to be any reason for why you're in the environment just killing everything. They got me. I seem to remember having an easier time of it when I played it the first time. Maybe it's because I just think I can get away with everything. It's actually one of the things that I think really sold me on this, is the fact that even though you have an infinite amount of, well, not an infinite, but a near infinite amount of time to think about what you're doing, there are still legitimate challenges that you face in the game. Oh, I thought that would have taken out the other guy. So I'm going to have to throw the gun at him. Ah, I screwed up. Oh! So like they created, you know, credible problems for you to work through, despite the fact that you sort of had this this removal of a restriction in the form of time. All right, I gotta be careful about the auto. Okay, so last time I remember there's a shot. There we go. Oh, crap. Mine now.
Super hot. 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 Super.
Why are you with them? Determining breach location. 100%. We can see you. Incoming message. I want to play, stupid password. Something weird happened. I think I just saw myself in the game. It didn't look like my room, but somehow I knew it was, like in a dream. I got in, but you don't want to know the password. The game is broken. It's been broken from the beginning. Come on. I was the one who told you about it. You owe me one. I didn't write that. Sounds like you're playing too much. For real? Why are you acting like this? I don't think either of us should be playing this thing. Whatever. I'm done with you. Chat ended. No message. What was I gonna say? I don't know. We'll just keep playing. The tutorial. Wait for the signal. Walk. Keep moving. Keep walking. Keep walking. Good. Stand still. Sit. Don't move. Sit. No! Don't move. Sit! Stand still. Can't tell me what to do. This is the Stanley Parable. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good dog.
Super hot. Super hot. Super hot.
You are not in control. Make him fly. Strong medicine. This will be tricky. Where's the gun? Sometimes in this case I just shoot, there was a side for a while where I would try and get the most out of a gun, but I tend to notice I tended to notice as I kept playing, I much preferred neutralizing enemies than trying to get those like miracle shots from across the room.
Super.
Hello. Inside job. They never saw it coming. My bad. Neat. So they set that up so that guy's always going to be there sitting and waiting for you. I think there's a guy behind me. Yep. Damn it. I screwed that up. You know what? Let's just start with the... Oh, wow. He didn't go for the... I screwed it up again. Okay, so quick left and right. There we go. Same outcome. I am bad. I keep forgetting. Like I said, I think there's a big fat capsule collider that that represents your character, and I always keep thinking that something's not going to hit me when it does. As like my biggest complaint about the game when I started. And it's completely legitimate, right? Like it's up to me to sort of learn where I need to be to stay alive. But I get mighty salty when I feel like I wasn't in range. I don't know if I can survive this. I got lucky there. Yep. As much as I like the automatic rifle, obviously that I had to neutralize a threat. So one of the things that's really great about this, and I have no... See, one of the things that impresses me so much about this is I have no idea what just came naturally from the premise and what they needed to work out. But one thing I love about this is that even though I personally would consider it more like a puzzle game, the fact that they've been able to retain split-second decision-making in a game which is built around the idea that time moves when you move, it's one of the things that impresses me the most about the game. When will you learn? Dance, dog. Woo, whoop, 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 whoop. Die, dog. Presumably, I can be using this as an opportunity to learn how the AI does its paths. Although maybe this thing is deliberately built so that they'll never hit you until you stand. Good dog. You don't belong here. dog. I got now. Watch your six. Of course, there's automatic rifles. Nope, but I got the guy, so. Ha ha!
Hot. Super.
I want to see how that turns out.
Super hot. 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 Super.
Oh, this one's so tricky. So I feel like I dodged the guy in the middle. Yeah, okay, so I need to... Actually, okay, I'm not gonna grab the pistol right away, so move for the hit. Ah. Okay, move right, punch, nope. Let's try the guy on the left first. No. Okay, moving. Ah, I can make him shoot his own guys. Okay, so let's see what we can do with that. So, running around. Nope. That wasn't so successful. I feel like there's an opportunity here. Okay, so I'm gonna move to the right. Nice. Oh, crap. Oh, I made it. Got lucky. Pick it up. Bad luck. I did not know there was a solution involving running behind the other guy, so one down. I'm gonna try and get 2 for 1 if I can. Nope. Nice.
Super hot. Super.
Yeah, so that's my preferred solution now. I used to work out this really weird timing where I would like I'd basically just take them out in the priority that they were about to
Super hot.
so either if I couldn't stop them from firing, I would dodge. If I thought that they would be next in the line to fire, I would move towards them and go for the attack. But it turns out you get a free guy
Super.
if you just run around one and let their ally take them out. That's cool. I learned something new. I should probably use that more often. No plot, no reason for anything. Just killing. Just killing red guys. You don't know what you're doing. Watch closely. We're watching your home. We're watching you. This is your only body. Your mind is here with us. Try to disconnect. What if we don't let you? Try again. We could keep you here forever. What if I just Control-Alt-Delete game? Let's have a little chat. This is not a game. Quit while you can. Okay, I get it. I didn't know. I'm sorry? Clearly you are not. You are ruled by your pride. Promise you won't launch superhot.exe again. I promise I will never die. I won't. Say the exact words. I won't launch superhot.exe again. Good. Chat ended. Get down. Higher up. 2 samurai swords. Oh, and a pistol. Damn it. Cool. I gotta get the pistol guy down. Cool. I should be able to take out. I wonder if that pistol was there the whole time. Crap.
Super hot. Super hot. Super hot.
So one of the traps I almost ran into was chasing that guy down, because that's just going to drain a lot of time and spawn a whole bunch of other guys, so...
Super hot. 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 Super.
Yes, this is dog. This is a really nice touch, the way they did this shadow. I think that pistol throw is a little unnecessary, but I should be able to make it. Meeting adjourned. More to come. Crap. Can I get both of them? Nope, completely empty. Should have counted. Let's see. So I think I'm gonna have to deal with too many people shooting at me now. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna be short on pistol shots. I did reasonably well the last time. That just sucked. I hope that survives for the replay. Shit. Okay, so assault guy should be down. I need to worry about the pistol. I don't think that's gonna kill him. Nope. I was wrong. More to come. Okay, this place is clean. Got 2 for 1. How are you still alive?
Super hot. 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 Super hot.
That was fun. You didn't keep your word. Pay yourself a visit. You know the way. I don't remember that from the You Will Learn. The hard way. See if it hurts. How's your head? It hurts. It should. You are treating the system like a toy. It is not a toy. It is a tool. I can't control myself. I'm not even typing these words. I don't know what to do. Yes, you do. Leave. You have suffered a head trauma. Seek medical attention. None of this happened. This is where your story ends. We talked about this. I can wait all night, game. All right, well, didn't even mention the charity cause, but 1 hour, I think we're going to call it, guys. Shutting down. Remember, we are watching. We'll hit it hard tomorrow. Let's take a minute and host the lovely Miss Jessie Quill. She's currently playing... Is she playing? Yes, she's playing Coder. But no, we're not going to host. We are going to reopen Super Hot because, by God... Oh, I got an achievement. Kill 2 red dudes with 1 katana throw. I feel accomplished. Disc check failed. Memory check failed. VR gear check. Okay. Network check. Okay. What is happening to me? I can't stop. You still playing that game? I have no control over my system or myself. Sounds like you're playing too much. You can't even hear me. I'm writing this basically to myself. I can't stop thinking about the game. I'm alone in this. You do, Blasi. Cute. You don't share the password, now this. I'm so blocking you. I just want to get back in the game. I just want to get back in the game. As you wish. So one of the things that really annoyed me about reviews for this game were there were some fairly prominent figures and ones who like constantly talk about, you know, consumer advocacy and stuff like that, who basically just submitted reviews for this, which was the word super hot in all capital letters over and over and over again. And I was profoundly annoyed by that, because that's basically, you know, the kind of signaling is like, ooh, I know a secret inside the game. It's like, that's fine if if you're just some guy, you know, talking to your friends and you want to have that private joke, by all means. They're probably not going to get it. They may not play the game based off of that. But reviews that are basically, I'm going to use private information from the game to which my audience would not know unless I played it, is more about saying, yes, I am part of the tribe, and less of the I'm doing a proper review thing here. So I don't know. I was really annoyed by it, but they're popular and I'm not. So there you have it. It's a great game though. Like, that's one of the things that I think annoyed me the most, is that, you know, you can talk about how original and how interesting the mechanics are without having to just resort to this inside joke that will only make sense to people who've already made a purchasing decision. The system will set you free if you subscribe for $4.99 on twitch.tv. The system will shape you if you go for the higher tier of $9.99. No emotes, by the way. I really loved the look of this. I'm a little curious. I don't know that much about Unity, so click.
Super hot. 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 Super hot.
Leave this body. Press E to hot switch into enemies. So this is a neat one because they basically put you in an unwinnable situation. It's the only way you can solve this. And this is one of the ones where, like, I really enjoyed Super Hot. This is kind of one of the moments where it's a little bit like Heat Signature. I like the pausability of the game because it all right, let's see how I can manage. Hot switch is not ready. I'm dead. So it's kind of like the opening of X-Men 2 with Nightcrawler just kind of breaking into the White House. Room service, hot switch ready. So I'm gonna try and use the hot switch to get out of a tight corner. Choose a body. There we go. You notice the body dies as soon as you transport out of it. But this was the one where I sort of felt like I was doing this huge action movie moment where it's like, okay, I've worked myself into a problem. I can hot switch out and give myself a new lease on life.
Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super hot.
I'm assuming some of the decisions here, like removing the, like you throw away the gun when you transport in and the character dies. I'm not sure if these were ones that were driven by... I mean, I guess they probably thought about how it would affect the overall design of the game, but I'm almost wondering, like, it also probably resolved a lot of issues for them in terms of just making, tracking things like ammo and so on and so forth. But I could be wrong again. I don't really make games. I'm just really glad that smart people do. Hot switch ready. I kind of want access to a shotgun if I can get it. Oh, crap. There's somebody with a pistol. Ooh, that's gonna be savory. I gotta wanted to spray all those guys down and then sort of switch into the bodies, but
Hot. Super 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 hot. Super.
I suppose this is a decent level to discuss whether or not this game is really a puzzle game. So I think if you feel that puzzle games in sort of their ideal form have like one best solution, and perhaps, there's some alternatives, like there's the I'm going to be clever and discover another way around, then Super Hot wouldn't quite qualify as a puzzle game, because it really does feel, especially with a level like this seems to be more about the switching mechanic, and there's any number of ways that you can realize that. I mean, the same could be said for any level, right? So I've been ignoring things like fire extinguishers and coffee cups for the most part, focusing instead on the weapons that the guys are carrying. But you wonder, is there an achievement to win a level by just swap killing enemies? That's a good question. I did get an achievement for that level, but I think it had more to do with, kill 100 red dudes with a rifle. I don't know if there's an achievement for that. That strikes me as a particularly difficult achievement, because there is a pretty substantial cooldown on that ability. But I don't know, there could be. Again, I'm still inclined, despite the developer's intention or sort of stated beliefs on this issue, I'm still kind of inclined to think of this as a bit of a puzzle game. But then, I mean, I also describe Dark Souls in some ways as a puzzle game, just because, like, I don't know, that's how I look at the bosses. Like, you look at their movements and their patterns, and you sort of figure out the way to kind of get around it, how to break the code. And it just happens to be that there's sort of a dexterity element to it. And I think Super Hot's kind of approach. Now, again, I wouldn't say any definition that includes bosses as or Dark Souls bosses as puzzles is probably too broad. That's kind of like saying chess is an interactive puzzle. Though I know there are some people who consider it that. I think this game kind of takes it from the opposite direction, which is that it takes a genre normally associated with its sort of twitch reflexes and its its action, and dials it back and sort of puts some different emphasis on some different elements. So yeah, I can sort of see where the developers would want to distance themselves from the puzzle title, especially because clearly it's like it just gives you so many, it's almost like having a maze with like multiple paths to the ending. I'm sure there are some people who would consider like maybe these things aren't really mazes anymore. But I don't know, I've always, when I played it, I definitely said, yeah, this is basically a puzzle. Like, this is not too different from like Portal or Talos Principle. And I don't think it's any worse for it. On the other hand, I'm sure in terms of trying to market a game to people, I think if you were to sell people on it as being a puzzle game, they would not necessarily want to buy it on that. And I think if you gave it to some people who just specifically like puzzle games, like if you gave this to somebody who likes Braid, They might enjoy it, but they might also dislike the fact that time moves forward even if you stand still. Hello, the distinguished gentleman. Long time no see. How are you doing? Tough day. Give me that. Oh, I screwed up. I got a little greedy there. That I just lost my mind. Oh, God. Once more with feeling. Had a good start and then ruined it. Well, looks like that guy did the job for me. You're fired. What kind of office keeps guns on the shelves like that? Oh, shit.
Super.
That was a fantastic close. I really want to watch that again.
Super hot. 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 Super hot.
I'm gonna watch it one more time. I really like that that finish. I didn't think I was gonna be able to
Super hot.
pull it off.
Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super.
I mean, the dance over the pistol was a little kind of broke the action a bit, but I don't know. I was very happy with that. You are our tool now. We will use you to destroy the enemy from within. Do you need more details? Yes. You guys got that? Get to work. Last call. Ooh, boy. Okay. So again, the trick here is neutralize as many targets as possible. If that means throwing something to take somebody down, or to take a threat down, there might be somebody behind me there, but that could also just be a bullet. So that's a great example of that principle. So throwing the pistol gives me another opportunity. Damn it. I wasn't paying attention. Throwing the pistol gave me an opportunity to pick up the rifle to take the guy out, but I messed up. Oh, shit. Okay, so I should be able to get the assault rifle guy. We'll lead him a little bit. Nice. Throw the pistol, grab the new one. There we go. He's revealed by the... Whoa, there's two. Okay. I need to cover. I also keep forgetting I can jump into their bodies, but a really classy finish would have been to jump into one of the assault guys and then turn and... well, I guess I couldn't fire into the other guy, but I could just punch them out. Repeat after me. Mind is software. Head out. Your stop. So probably I should pick up the shotgun. See ya. Well, crap. I was kidding. Leave me alone. How do I keep losing that shotgun? There we go. Whee! I think I'm fucked. Nope, I'm okay. Never mind. I feel like it's a little too greedy to try and go for the 2 and then get the... and then, like, assume I'm just gonna dodge all the bullets. So I'll try... It looks like I hit him. Yep. So I'll toss that because I don't think I have any more bullets in it. Tickets, please.
Super hot. Super hot. Super hot.
One of the things I really like too, especially when you do a behavior that the game doesn't do, I really like how they put the snapping sound and just big words in front of your face. Like it does, I think one of the things that I like the most about it is just the game does a really good job of sort of drawing your attention to everywhere it needs to be. I obviously get caught from behind a couple of times. I think that's when that's intentional, but repeat after me. Bodies are disposable. I definitely think that the game sort of, how do I put this best? Like, I don't think there are any times that you get ambushed in the game when the game didn't intend it. Borderline. Oh, I remember this one caused me a world of hurt. Oh. All right then. I still want to try this move. Gives me a free shotgun. But I should probably commit to being outside the box. Hot switch is ready. Ooh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to shoot through that grate. Okay, well, no ammo, so... For some reason I thought there were 4 shots in the shotgun. This clearly does not make sense because there are traditionally 2. Should have hot switched. Ooh, that's gonna be... I don't even see where that guy came from. I probably should just be looking at where the bullets are coming from when I go to pick up that weapon. I still think this is the right call to take this approach, though. Couldn't hit me there. He'll probably be ready as soon as I go around the corner. Yep, so... I completely neglected the guy through the grate. Problem is that I won't have a weapon if I hot switch through the gate, so... Alright, I obviously was relying on that guy to die when he didn't. Okay, so we've got this guy. Oh, there we go. Okay, I know how to do this. This will complicate things a bit. So I was neglecting that guy. Okay, should be able to blow him away. This should be okay. Hot switch. And I've got a pistol to deal with, so... Oh, and an assault rifle. So we're gonna back off. Shotgun should be next, but I gotta be careful with the pistol guy. Okay. Damn it. Turns out the pistol guy had gotten shot. Number one, I need to get myself a little extra time with the shotgun. I screwed up by hitting the wall. Okay, so I'll buy myself a little time by moving back, then to the side. So this should take him out. Oh, didn't. Hello, Masagoma. How are you doing tonight? We are on day 5 of the special charity cast, and we are playing... Oh, thanks for doing that. I actually didn't really talk... I haven't talked about it at length today, so let me know if any of you actually would like to know why I'm doing these special ones. For those of you generally unaware of what's going on, okay, I think I'm gonna beat the crap out of him. There we go. That'll get me an extra shot with the shotgun, so this guy will go down. Don't lose your head. It is a really great game. So the intention behind this week was to do basically, well, this week and next week, was to do 2 weeks of like crowd pleasers. I originally had a different game on track for the for tonight's cast, but I don't know. This is a pretty outstanding title. It's also pretty short, and more importantly, so I've been talking. Last cast, I did the game that I did because of Jesse Quill. I actually talked about two casters who I really sort of value, and I sort of secretly seek approval for whenever I broadcast. So Jesse Quill was one, and in this case she'd said she'd really like to see me do Besieged again, which I did. And then this game was gifted to me by Johnny Big Time. I actually watched him play it. He did a great job. Again, he's got hilarious clips of him playing this game. But it was really just the overall experience, the audio design, the way that it got my attention. That's really cool, Blassie. Yeah, so it's a similar format to that. But I thought it would be an appropriate kind of close for this week. Now, as it turns out, Cultist Simulator was released today. I really wanted to do that, but I sort of had set to do Super Hot. So I'm going to be doing, against my better judgment, a 6th stream. That will be tomorrow afternoon, so I can sort of unwrap Cultist Simulator and see what's going on for the first time on cast. I'm super stoked about Cultist Simulator. So, but yeah, maybe it's not a bad time to talk about the charity stream. So basically, what happened here was a friend of the streams, Eyes of Sin. I think a lot of you guys will recognize her from chat. She was basically, robbed is I think the best term, but she had some clothes of hers stolen out of a laundromat. Actually, not just some, like basically more or less all the clothes that she owned. The ones that they didn't take wound up in the garbage. So she's able to recover a little bit of it. But this is one of these cases where it's something that, in theory could happen to anyone. And I remember from my own experience of being mugged that I never really disclosed the amount that had been taken from me. And yet there was sort of this... Oh, it's a great game. I played the alpha when they were doing the Kickstarter. It's really wonderful stuff. And I should admit, actually, Alexis Kennedy, when he was working solo on it, and now just the Weather Factory account in general, has been extremely generous in the attention that it gives my stupid tweets. Like, there are some things that I write as pure sarcasm that get a little attention, and it's just one of these things where I try not to be one of these people who gets annoyed if a developer that I like doesn't pay attention, because like usually what I write is just like really dumb. But I will admit, like, it's definitely motivated me to get a little more engaged with the project, and I think it's just because in the end, like, I don't know, like, I don't like this idea of it being, you give me attention, I'll give you attention, but it just is something that I've noticed in my own behavior has made me, it has made me sort of interact with that project more. So I think, obviously he's done a really good job in terms of engagement. He did a fantastic Kickstarter. It was backed in, I think, less than half a day. And, it seems like a lot of people are, are enjoying it. So it's not just that he's been able to plaster flyers everywhere and nobody reads them. It's, I say him, it is now both, Alexis Kennedy and Lottie Bevan who are involved in the project, and definitely their banter on Twitter has made me pay closer attention. But it's been fantastic. Like, it's not just that the game has sort of gotten the word out, but it's clearly connected with the audience that it intended to, and that's always a really rewarding thing to see. Because in the end, I'm definitely somebody who thinks it would be better if we had more games in general. I know there's that feeling of the indie apocalypse where games can't make it anymore. I was like, I think, the days of the low-hanging fruit where it's enough to just be an indie game or enough to be a Kickstarter are gone. But I definitely think there are lots of opportunities to identify a segment, identify something that hasn't been satisfied. And I think there's always going to be a demand for that. I mean, talent is always in short supply. That's the easiest way to put it down. So games like Spinortality, found their audience. MC, I'd like to give a shout out to System Chalk. He's a great guy, does a high quality stream. You should check him out if you haven't. Thank you so much, MC. I've not been feeling like I've been doing high quality the last couple of days, but you guys have been very generous with your donations, and you have been very encouraging in your comments. So I will not be disrespectful to that sentiment and say that maybe I should just get over myself and keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully have some more people follow. I will obviously I'll be jumping into the game for a bit, but I did interrupt the reason why I was doing the charity casts. So my experience with the mugging was that the only person who really knew the amount that was lost was the person the money was intended for. And yet sort of word got around, just small dollar amounts got together. And there's two things I observed, which was, number one, the financial impact to me was less than what it would have been had I had to bear that alone, right? Obviously, if anybody even gives you like $2 to say, it's like, yeah, that sucks, go buy yourself a coffee. The financial impact is less, but above and beyond the monetary impact, it really felt great to know that there were so many people who were invested enough in my well-being that they gave even a token amount. And when I heard about what happened to Sin, I thought about my experience with that and how it's sort of a little bit like insurance. You get insurance, it's a relatively small cost, And you get that because you never know what's going to happen in the future. And so rather than bear a really terrible event on a low probability, you have a minor inconvenience in life, your healthy life, on the chance that you're the one who draws the unlucky lot, and you get some kind of horrible disease or a fire or something like that. So my feeling was this, like that I don't personally know Sin. She came to the cast relatively early, and yet I was really sad to hear what happened to her. And obviously, I would not presume to ask her financial circumstances, but I think if any of us had our entire wardrobe be taken, there's two immediate effects of that, which is number one, there's the cost of replacement. Number two, the immediate term, getting to work, right? Being presentable, if there's a dress code at work, all these things are now factors. And of course, how does one replace a wardrobe? Well, with money. What do you need for money? Well, you need clothes. You need to be clothed at work. And so I thought what I would do is I would put the word out. I would write that blog, and I would do 2 weekday weeks, so Monday through Friday, of what I would consider be the crowd pleaser games. Excuse me. And encourage people to say, obviously everybody's financial circumstances are different, to basically donate whatever they felt would be a trivial or at least a non-hardship amount. So one great line that I heard from a podcast once was, if you can't go into a store and buy a cup of coffee without thinking about it, don't buy me one either. So, not everybody's been able to donate. That's fine. You can get the word out. You can just hang out in the stream. This is for everyone. But one of the things I did want to encourage was basically a culture in which when some negative event happens, when I wouldn't want to call it a tragedy, but when, a disaster happens maybe, or a misfortune strikes, I want it to be at a point where we care enough that we'll say, you know what, I am going to get a small inconvenience for myself, and I know the aggregate of inconveniences amongst everybody who participates are going to, basically lessen the blow. And more importantly, attached to that, there's going to be a number, and it's basically going to say to somebody like Sin, she knows about this, by the way, this many people who, even though they haven't met you, cared enough about your position, cared enough about what happened, that they wanted to contribute something. And of course, most importantly, is that it's less about Sin individually herself, but more just about the kind of culture that we create, the kind of communities that we build. So, but yeah. I'll leave it at that. I will say we haven't had any donations yet. You guys have been incredibly generous over the past 4 days. So the biggest thing is I'm not rattling the cup too much. I don't want this to turn into one of those streams where like every couple of minutes, because like I said, I completely get it's Christmas. You've got gifts to buy. Black Friday just came up. There's some credit card bills to pay. There's always going to be some other reason, and they're all going to be very good reasons. So the only thing that I'm asking is if there is even a trivial amount that you can donate, $1, 50 cents, although PayPal will probably eat up most of that. I would encourage you to do that donation at Sin's channel. It would mean the world. But again, everybody's circumstances are different. There is absolutely no extra weight that is being given to others. But I will say next week I'm going to be unlocking some special things. People who've donated will have their donations apply retroactively. So if there's something, let's say, you donate $35, I do X for you. If you've already donated 20, another 15 will get you those special things. So there's no incentive to holding back. And again, I've been absolutely floored with the generosity that I've seen so far. So again, if you've already donated, this is not a point where I'm going to be harassing you for the next the next 6 days. Anyways, back to the game. Repeat after me. The system will set me free. I will set me free. One more step. Oh, fun. No way around that. I gotta get out of that area. There's no duck button, help! MC is gonna be my new patron. Yeah. I'm pretty sure starting off with the body swap is the right way to do this one. Okay, so try and lead the guy if I can. It's gonna be something behind me that hurts, so we'll throw the gun. Nice. But couldn't solve the assault rifle. Okay, this time I'm gonna throw... No, I can't throw above, so we'll take the body again. Shotgun, blast, throw. Couldn't fix it. Okay. Immediate body swap. Shotgun, shoot, throw. Nice. Need to, again, neutralize as many threats as possible. In this case, I'm just going to wait around the side, so quick punch should dispatch that guy. Even though I have a good weapon, the priority for me is always to neutralize whatever threat comes up. There's definitely more stuff here.
Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Super.
The most effective move I've found in Super Hot has been the throw the weapon, grab the replacement, shoot the guy. It's probably my go-to move if I don't know what else to do. We've reached the core. Repeat after me. I will hot switch into the core. I didn't realize... I'm pretty sure this is the end. The game does it automatically. It probably does about... They dragged you out. I know there was somebody who really wanted to see the end to this who might miss out if they're not here. Return to the core. Yeah, they do about 3 words, or 3 letters for every letter you type. I don't have hot switch. How is that guy still alive? Shotgun, please. Ooh, shit. I don't know if I can get past this. Oh, made it. This guy's still gotta go though. And Shotgun Bro should be coming around the corner in a minute. Damn it. I screwed up. The shotguns I'm trying to get a little bit better at being efficient with, so taking out 2 guys in 1 shot, this is gonna suck. So this is a pistol job because he's at range. Oh, but we managed to deny him his weapon. Alright, there's gonna be a guy behind me that I need to... Oh, 2 guys behind me. That was a flub. Shit. Focus on the core. So it turns out you actually just need to... turns out you just need to move throughout the level. You don't actually need to kill everyone. Whoo! I didn't even see the guy to the right. That was a screw up. Give me that. I didn't lead him enough. I got very lucky there. Okay, he's got a pistol, so we'll fire at him, then throw. Oh, shit. Yeah. So the plan was throw, grab the pistol, and then I would have a new shot. I'd love to take the shotgun, but that's just not going to work for me. There's got to be a guy coming around that. There we go. So if I can, I'm going to get that assault rifle. Oh, I think I'm fucked. Yeah. Once you've beaten the game once, it's really tempting to try and move as fast as you can throughout the level. There's no rational reason for doing so. It just looks cool. Okay, there's something coming after me soon. Oh boy. I can't aim. All right. I screwed up. Okay, we'll try something new. Whoa, where'd that come from? That can't have been the shotgun. This is gonna be a... trying to get 2 with this. It worked. This is going to be really optimistic. Yeah, that's not going to work, so we'll throw that. Screwed it. Can I get out of this? Okay, no way I can take that guy out in time. So, looks like... Alright, so I don't want this to hit the wall. I'm going to run to the side, throw it, move back. Shotgun time. Hopefully that takes out 2. It doesn't, so I throw. That's, again, the principle of neutralizing the immediate threat over, over getting the kill. There's going to be another guy coming up behind me. Yeah, fuck. The thing I really like about this last level is it tells you everything you need to know about what's coming. Whether or not you pay attention to it is another question. Drat. I'm just gonna make things hard. Oh, I can get him. Ah. Headshots mean nothing, but they look cool. Oh, that would have been very stylish if I could have used the sword. Didn't anticipate that. Ah, damn it. Not much to be done there, so... I spend too much time. So the trick here, if you move around the level a whole lot, it tells you where the next enemy's coming from. It's only if you stay focused in this area like this that you... I can't believe I got away with that. Gun, please. He's probably going to get his shotgun back. Yep. But that bought me enough time to seal the deal. I should pick up that pistol instead, but no great way to accomplish that. So one of these, and honestly, I'll just throw it. Okay, should be. Whoa, mine now. Okay, so there's definitely going to be a guy at the end of the hall here, so I'm going to try and take him out where I can. I should be watching my back if I can. New guy coming out. Oh, with an assault rifle. Oh! Okay, I'm gonna start prioritizing that. I got lucky as hell with those pistol shots, but that did sort of work. Also, I thought that guy was supposed to be an assault rifleman. Gotta get the extinguisher, see if we can make that work. Oh, we did. This is gonna be hard. So we throw, run around the corner. Damn it. I was gonna try run around the corner, but I didn't realize there were two guys. So maybe use it. I'm gonna try and get as much as I can out of this pistol as at the start. So there's going to be a samurai sword I need to worry about soon. Oh, that's where the guy that's... Okay. There's almost certainly going to be something firing behind me, but I want to get the shot. There we go. Okay, cool. I should be able to throw this. Nope, I screwed it up. Got a second, though. Okay, one more shot with the shotgun, then we... There we go. Nothing there yet. I got really careless by going for an extended... Ah! Okay, I'll take the pistol just to finish that. I lost the assault rifle. Okay, I can still work with this. Just run up. Shotgun. There we go. Throw it. Again, neutralize the threat over killing the enemy. Throw. Sword. I don't think I live. Yeah. I think, yeah, the biggest thing that I think is there's a big capsule collider that isn't quite intuitively proportioned. And again, it's totally my job to know what I can get away with, but boy oh boy do I not pay attention to the signs the game gives me. I need to get this assault rifle. Nope. Yeah, I definitely got very careless letting that assault. I'm pretty sure I need to prioritize assault rifles in every possible case. I'm way too close to the shotgunner. Cool. So this time I'm going to try going aggro. I'm actually going to completely ignore my back and just charge the other side of the map. Here, this is kind of a Hail Mary throw. And see how far I can get away with this. Pretty far, it seems. So maybe this is the way you're supposed to do this map. Or not. Damn it! That worked really well for us, though, so I think I'm going to try it again. Oh, this guy's still alive. Well, that was ambitious. Okay, you know what? Let's just do this in the order I used to be. It wasn't failing before, so there's no reason it should now. I messed that up. Okay, toss it to the guy, shotgun, take him out, and okay, that leaves me without a weapon, but we should be able to get that from Assault Bro. Nope. If only I had a duck key. Okay, this should give me a little breathing room with the guys. There's going to be a lot of guys coming from the left, so I should actually just run like hell and hope they take each other out. Well, you know what? There's a few people here, so I can cluster them up, and I do need to get another weapon pretty soon. Thank you for your donation. Nice. Okay, I don't know where the next guy comes from, unfortunately. No! I hesitated. That would have been the end, too. I'm not going to get away with a pistol shot on him. Not going to get away with a pistol shot on the other guy, apparently. I need to stop assuming just because I've beat something before that it's trivial and I can get away without can get away with sloppy play. It's another thing that it shares with puzzles is that if you don't treat a puzzle with respect. Oh, I forgot. Okay. The assault rifle's not ideal in this particular case because it's only single guys. But we might be able to make something out of it. Nope, I wasted the opportunity, so that's gonna suck. Yeah, shouldn't have tried to grab it. I'm very surprised I survived that. I think I'm gonna throw to this guy. Oh, damn it. I did hit him. Okay, so I'm gonna move left a little bit so he fires, and then right. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw that because I'm gonna get a new pistol. There should have been an assault guy, so it seems like this is randomly decided. Again, there's gonna be awful stuff coming after me from behind now, so that's an assault rifle. That's a problem, and I don't have anything to defend myself with, so I'm gonna wait around the corner. Got me what I need. There we go. It's gonna give me a little more breathing room for the last couple parts of the level. Out. This is gonna get tough. I've got... I think 3 guys on the right. Yeah. 1 guy over to the left, and then I think immediately to the right there should be another guy. Not immediately to the right, but... Oh, God! I should have kept my eye on the core. So this is a slightly novel approach because it's not killing, it's just sort of taking them off the board for a minute. Let's see if we can get... Okay, nice. Free shotgun. Should equip me for death. Yeah, should probably just rush it. Okay. Where's the... Oh, no assault rifle. Bad luck for me. No, give me that. I forgot how good the sword is for fast attacks. This is going to be a little hard. I think if I fire now, he should run into it. Beautiful. There's a guy behind that wall that just opened fire on me. I think it went into the wall, though. Again, neutralizing targets over kills. It's going to get tough. The smarter move would have been to go left there because it's possible I would have got to the finish it line and then I could have just jumped into the core. But I wasn't thinking. I'm so focused on dealing with the fact that I've left myself open to 2 batches of enemies that this is gonna get me a little more time than usual. Give me a spare shot with the shotgun. Okay, I'm okay with the sword running after me. Not okay with the other guy though, so... this is now a thrown weapon. Okay, just run for your life. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, as long as I don't do anything too stupid, I should be able to jump into the core when things get tough. Speaking of stupid things, I'm completely ignoring my backside, and I die for it. Okay, this should give me 2 free shots with a shotgun. I could, of course, try and approach from the left, which I've never done before. Missing the assault rifle that was there, but that's fine. Wow. I didn't hit any of those. I remember struggling on the last level when I first played this, but not like this. I mean, obviously there's the dumb stuff that I do like that round. I don't really count those because it's, you know, I only have myself to blame, but... Okay, so I gotta throw... I do like the fact the game is reasonably forgiving of mistakes as long... I think this is actually the thing... I was struggling to articulate this before, but I think the thing I like the most about this game is that it's generally forgiving of mistakes on the condition that you think quickly. If you don't think quickly, then you get wiped out. The best reaction is usually just to grab for the first thing that you can find if you're in trouble. Okay, that's a samurai sword, so shoot one, threw it at the wrong guy. I think probably my favorite super hot plays have usually been ones where I made a mistake, but I had the presence of mind to do. I think I'll throw here. Yeah. Okay, so only one more shotgun shot left. One more here. Throw to the guy. Pick up another one just in case, which I needed. He's down? Surprising. Okay, nothing I can do about that. He might shoot at me, but okay, new guy here. Only one more to go. I feel like I should open fire now, but it's not going to do a whole lot. So one more throw. All right, not bad. I think I'm going to focus on what's coming for me on the other end. So this guy's already opened fire. Move back. Got a chance to take him out. Okay, more stuff coming. Take him out. And now I always keep the core in view. I think I'm out of ammo, so I'm going to throw here. Jesse Quill, you're just in time because we are about to win Super Hot. Steal it, shoot him, finish him should come up any minute. Hello, Vashon91. Sorry guys, I am a little preoccupied because I have been sucking at this level the whole time. Okay, we're gonna neutralize it. I am really risking it by letting people shoot at my back. There we go. I will say hello to all of you in a minute. Vashon91, Jeff DeHeff, Jesse Quill, Kyra, and Sparks5, thank you so much for the raid. I know Jesse Quill was playing KOTOR of the Old Republic. And she's doing her whole IRL thing. Jesse Quill is a very dear friend of the cast. She's somebody who gave me a lot of support doing this charity stream that I'm doing right now. And as an absolute sweetheart, I mean, she's pretty much doubled my viewer count right now, so there's no reason to enumerate her virtues, but I'm going to anyway. She is a very dear friend. Actually, I'm going to shut up and let the game talk for a bit. You are still weak. Something is holding you back. You must set yourself is this from bed? I hope you got to see some of the story, but if you didn't, that's fine. We'll still be doing some of the game. But I did want to take a minute and say very warm welcome to the Raiders from Jessie Quill's channel, as well as to Sing Her Praises for those of you who've not seen her. Jess has recently done Observer, where she talked a little bit about I guess some of the ideas that are just lying under the surface of this game. I'm not going to say that it's an especially deep story behind the game, but it's definitely... do you want to tell us the name so we can look for it, or do you just want me to keep? I've always run the credits. Yeah, you already know this, Jess, but if you want, as long as it's the first name isn't A through C, you should still be seeing it. By the way, congratulations on vacation there, MC11. But Exploding Chicken, okay. So should be coming up soon then. But I think Jess was talking quite a bit about the idea of sort of transferring consciousness into machines, because that is something that does get dealt with in Observer. Obviously, she's got a background in psychology. She uses it very well. And, well, it should be coming up in a minute, but no, there's no exploding chicken. So... But Jess, really, I think more than just being somebody. So I got, this is an amusing bit of feedback on YouTube. So some like Sargon of Akkad and like 100 other Nazi, obviously, well, no, I'll call them all Nazis because that's what they are. But like, German military history, just a ton of everybody knows this type of gamer. Comes on, and to like one of my year-old Battlefield 1 videos, like gets after me for not being completely articulate on T.E. Lawrence, and points out, you should have at least looked stuff up. So there is no shortage of people who will go on, Wikipedia, do all of 15 seconds of research, and then, pretend like they're an expert. This is, incidentally, if you are watching the VOD and wondering why I'm so inarticulate, 1, because I am, but 2, because this is generally live, and I don't really like the idea of taking low-effort research and presenting it like it's the result of anything more than it is. I think that's one of the ways that a whole bunch of nonsense gets perpetuated. So the whole, like, George Washington had wooden teeth. I thought this was a real thing. It turns out he didn't. And yet I have been told that fact with certainty on multiple occasions. So with that in mind, I try and be as honest as I can. It doesn't mean that I don't read up on things that I'll be covering. Like, obviously, if I'm going to be discussing an economic idea that I could stand to brush up on, and I know it's going to be inherent in the story that I'm going to do it, but I also don't want to present I'm going to play a story from Battlefield 1, and this is going to be a substitute for reading the Seven Pillars of Wisdom, or any of the, the other, Seven Pillars of Wisdom is the book that T.E. Lawrence wrote. But obviously there's also scholarship on the time, because there's issues such as, for instance, well, probably not the place to discuss it, but there's some claims in the book that are not considered to be genuine. And obviously that's an interesting area to discuss in terms of history. But I also don't want to pretend that when I discuss something on Cast that it is any more than just me kind of riffing off of the game, adding something to talk about in terms of the material, and, and just having a good time. So the reason why I talk about this, I shout Jess out by talking about myself. But one of the things that I love about her cast is that she has a great command of psychological concepts and sort of ideas behind it, and sort of either ideas behind people's motivations or just generally the kind of, I don't know, just she has a capacity to recall information that's important and relevant to the story, or to a discussion topic that she wants to bring up. And it's something that I really respect about her cast. It's something I enjoy. And I think sometimes she doesn't get enough credit for that. And again, it's largely because we sort of live in a time where anybody can just um, jump on any resource, pretend it's, it's the product of, an extended education. Because nobody really wants to, like, who really wants to say, it's like, well, honestly, I just pulled that thing off of Wikipedia. That's fine, because actually Wikipedia is a great place to learn about things. But it's also very different from, say, okay, I'm going to say some things about Plato. So for instance, I think, my opinion after reading pre-Socratic philosophy and after reading Plato is that he is a great synthesis of all the philosophers that came before, including, I don't even remember, Xenophanes, who complained about sport. He was like the first kind of neckbeard who complains about, Chads who run the marathons getting, getting all the respect, while philosophers aren't delivered, aren't given the respect that they deserve. He's this great synthesis of all of them, including a great sort of rift between the philosophy of Heraclitus and Parmenides. Now, this comes after reading the text, clearly not in the original Greek. I'm reading them in translation, but I have, some Hackett editions of all of these works, and I get a lot of satisfaction out of doing that. So that's going to be some work that I've done on my own account. Now, I'm sure there's also probably scholarly work that says, indeed, Plato is a great synthesis of all philosophers that came before him. But this is just simply the impression that I got, having not read all of the dialogues, but a substantial number of them. And I don't know if I can claim to have read all of at least like the major or traditional pre-Socratics, but I'm pretty damn close. Obviously, it's all in fragments, so take that as you will. But I think the thing that I really do love about Jess's approach to these kinds of topics is that she always comes about it honestly, and will always clearly state a position, and in a way that's more than just I'm sort of prostituting my intelligence in the name of getting a donation or just making people think I'm smart. I think she genuinely likes engaging with ideas. I'm even at a point where I have some disagreements. The thing that's very funny is I get, especially because of my background in economics, I get sort of the reputation for being the hard-headed, robot who just wants to reduce everybody to utility functions. But I actually think, especially when Jess talks about herself, this is going to be super bad. I don't even know if this is the right way to go about it. But I do tend to think she has a tendency to reduce herself down to chemical responses or just simply sort of psychological insights or behaviors that she studied. And I definitely know when she's trying to, justify a behavior in terms of, or maybe front load an argument with an idea. I don't want to give the details. She knows the moment that I'm talking about. But again, that's just definitely, that is as much a function of how she looks at the world as it is, I'm not going to type it yet, as it is just a personality trait. I don't think she's trying to be willfully deceptive. I just think in some cases she has studied and appreciates these ideas so much that sometimes it can translate into a bit of tunnel vision. But I say that from a position of respect, because I think there's obviously mental health is something that we're discussing a little bit more often. And I tend to notice that there is a tendency for some trends to, please, of all the things you could clip, Jess, I think, it's there's no shortage of, she's not being, I thought I said, I don't think she's being willfully deceptive. I guess that's one of those Freudian slits you keep talking about, right? But I think it's easy to sort of jump on a trend, right? So people say mental health is important, women in gaming is important. Stop gaslighting me. I am losing so many viewers off of this, but you know what? They're probably your people. So screw you, Jessie Quill viewers. I'm sorry I'm not as attractive as her. I will have you know I have green eyes and genitals that are... They're from the Bible, man. But yeah, I think like I was saying, it's easy to just jump up on a cause. There's any number of things, any number of hashtags, there's any number of things that people will want to latch onto in order to raise their profile. But the reason why I make so much out of Jessie Quill's psychology background is that she is somebody who speaks honestly about these issues, and I would much prefer it that when we discuss these things, that people who have been invested in them before they were, you know, a thing, are the ones who are being listened to. I would kind of wish that people would just sort of stand out of her sunlight, and it would be an opportunity for her to discuss. And it's been great because she's been doing panels on these. She's done clips, and she's definitely gotten recognition for the work that she's done. And it's great. It's one of those rare times where I get to say that really somebody has been matched for the moment. And that's one of the reasons why I spend so much time talking about how she does these things. All right. We need more. Give us your friends. Give us names. Contact your friends using this phrase. It's the most innovative shooter I've played in years. Hi, friend name here. You have to check out this game. It's the most innovative shooter I've played in years. Do not say too much. Do not reveal the nature of the system. Obey. Congratulations. You are now free to play Superhot forever. Play endless mode, play challenges, train for the upcoming. Spread and promote the game. It's your responsibility now. Share your replays through Killterest.com. It will lure more players in. We are watching. Don't let us down. Press escape and get to work. And now you know why Superhot is so popular. All right. If you losers haven't got this game yet, this is what they give you to recruit. Mind you, it's for Steam, so... And I suspect you can probably get the game at a lower cost if you just wait for a sale. I won't share. I won't play forever. You can't make me, game. So, I mean, a lot of you guys did come in. A lot of you guys really did come in after after we basically finished the game. So let's do a couple of endless mode challenges so I can show you what the game looks like. They never stop. But I should have... Uh-oh. So the idea behind this game, if you've never played it, is... Oh, same here. You kickstarted it, or more like supported on Kick. Yeah, I've always had difficulty saying I kickstarted it because it usually seems to carry this connotation that you... Ooh, lucky there. like you solely finance the game, which is clearly not my intention. I didn't even know about it. I would have loved to participate in the Kickstarter for this, but what am I gonna do about this? Ha ha! The day is mine. Shit. Where's the gun? Your Australian cousins told you about it when you visited. It was awesome to share together. Yeah, I was hoping that you'd see the ending. New endless mode unlocked. I was just hoping you would see more than, like, literally the ending. Because I really do see it as a... I know the developers don't like thinking of it this way, but I really do see it as a puzzle game. Like, it's... what do I do about this? Okay. Okay, there's a guy coming around the corner. Mine now. Ah, I fucked up. Give me that gun! I've lost control of the situation. I gotta take out assault rifle guy first, damn it. Alright, well, basically the premise behind the game is that the game moves when you do. The thing that's great about this is that instead of making it like Braid, where basically every move is tracked perfectly, and so you could get back to the start of the level by moving back, time moves very, very slowly, and then it speeds up as you perform actions. So I like to think of it as a puzzle game because, again, you have the time to sort of think about your actions. But there's enough diversity in the game that it's not like it's kind of a debatable distinction. What really impresses me about this game the most, I think, is how they were able to retain there is still a certain element of twitch in the game. So if you screw up and you have a fast reaction, you are actually going to be able to save yourself from a bad situation. But if you panic and freeze up or whatever, then it's kind of hopeless. So I can't remember how I died again. Let's see where this went. Okay. I think what I could have done if I was thinking, once he fired that weapon, I could have switched bodies into him. Okay, we'll exit so we can go to the next level. Also, for those of you who don't... 18 race. You need 20 kills. Oh. So how long does it take you to get 20 kills? Neat idea. I'm probably not going to get 20 kills. Damn it. Told you. Let's try just a level. What was I going to say? I don't know. I'm losing my mind. I will talk about why I'm doing this. I think most people who haven't heard this pitch have already left. So, too bad for me. I wish I had infinite ammo like these guys. Oh, shit. I don't think I'm gonna live. Haha. Get back here. So the reason why we're doing Super Hot tonight is we are on day 5, the first week of a special sort of series of casts for the Eyes of Sin, who had some things stolen from her, and we thought the best way to deal with that would be to basically kind of accept the fact that there is a broader community out there who... I don't know what I was thinking doing that. Let's try and get 20 kills before we move on. I fucked up. But yeah, so the idea here was to basically treat it a little bit like insurance, which is that I know I've had the benefit of living in sort of a community where people sort of cared about my well-being. What was I thinking? And over again. It starts me in a new spot each time. I did not know that. Ooh, be careful, friend. Why can I not aim? I just took a beautiful advantage and threw it away. But yeah, so the idea here was that, you know, an individual problem or an individual, I don't want to say tragedy, but like a hardship, basically. I got so lucky. I should have just jumped. That's all I have to do. I should probably just use the hot switch every time it's on cooldown. But, sorry, I'm really screwing this up. But basically, I took this idea of it being a little bit like insurance. So the idea is that I live in a, you know, a group of people who care enough about me and my well-being that they will, you know, send small amounts, nothing, you know, nothing dramatic. But they will, you know, the aggregate of them not only helps sort of address what was lost, but it... okay, I gotta get the body behind. There we go. Damn it. Okay, throw to him. There's another body that... Never mind. Screwed up. So the basically the idea behind this was to say that, you know, beyond just the monetary value, which again will never make somebody whole, and that's not quite the intention. It reminds them that there are people who care. It reminds them that, more importantly, it reminds all of us. The hell was that? It sort of reminds all of us of the, I don't want to say responsibility to our fellow man, but basically the idea that you can take a very trivial cost to yourself, right? Like, you know, donating $1, $2. And the value is not just the... Whoa! The value is not just the money that's given, but rather just simply the fact that there are people there to help. And I mean, again, I speak as somebody who's sort of benefited from a system like that, and I sort of recognize that that's a way that something really bad that happened to me was made less bad. This is a weak switch, but I kind of got to get to a safe spot. Screwed up. It's a good game, Sweet LeBron. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm probably going to make the same mistake again, but... Oh, I didn't want to move into that guy. Okay, anyways, so I would encourage you guys, there's been tremendous generosity shown already. Where, again, I think probably the first couple of days worth of donations exceeded what I expected for the week. I need to find a place to dump this. I might die, but I should be able to get the shotgun off of that. Nice. Let's just hot switch that. The guy's going to be picking up a gun, so I need to find one for myself and fast. Oh boy. Ah, I like hearing that you can buy it on GOG. GOG affiliated stream here, guys. Support small streamers, hashtag Twitch Kittens, hashtag Team MC, hashtag Team Panda, hashtag Logitech, hashtag DX Racer, hashtag GoFundMe. I don't know. Anyways, that was a really crappy... I hope Eyes of Sin got to hear the last time that I talked about this. The idea here is... if you can't, don't want to, if it's a hardship, obviously I don't want you to donate, but I would encourage you guys to continue the, you know, the really great thing that people in chat have done so far. Even if you put $1 towards it, it is $1 that Sin would not otherwise have to replace the clothing that was stolen. Completely understand if you don't. But I wanted to take a minute to recognize all the great work that people have been doing on this. I don't believe we've had a donation today yet. It would be the first. I think this will be the first cast where there isn't a donation for the cause. Obviously, if I'm mistaken in that, Jess and Sin have been pretty good at letting me know donations when they come in. There should be alerts that are coming up. But I would encourage you guys to think about it. Again, the idea here is less about the individual. It's less about Eyes of Sin and more just simply about the fact that I would love it if when we talk about, you know, caring about communities, caring about these groups that we're in, sometimes that means that if there is a hardship that has befallen one of us, we can turn it, instead of one major hardship to a person and their only sort of, the only thing that they really get is words, which also help. Instead, it's turned into sort of a collection of inconveniences over a broad number of people. And as a result, the impact of the bad thing that happened is lessened. So I'll leave you to see that. The blog probably says it better than I do, but the reason why I'm doing these 2 weeks of games, and the reason why I'm doing crowd pleasers like Superhot, was because I wanted to help out a friend who's really made the cast a better place for her presence. Also, if we raise $1,000, she promised to send me nudes. We'll talk later, Sin. It should be in that link that Jesse Quill used the command for. The WordPress.com, systemshock.wordpress.com/2017/1211. /charity streams. And the donation button should be beside it. Well, I screwed up. Again. Sacre bleu. Kill them all. This seems like a different map. Now, here's a question. This is one I'm mostly interested in for Jess because she's sort of my go-to. She's my go-to person in terms of telling the options to. But if anybody has other suggestions as well, would you guys like to see more super hot, or would you like me to switch to some of the other things that I had in mind? Because I'm of two minds. I'm enjoying super hot, but I really did just want to get the story done, and it seems that I got that done a lot earlier than I thought I was going to. But if you guys are enjoying seeing me go through... The problem with Endless Mode is that I don't... Because it's not a level, I don't have as much of the strategy to talk about. So in this case, it's going to be more like, okay, I'm running after this guy, and this will probably kill him, so I pick up the gun, and then I shoot the guy over here. That's not as exciting. You can DM me a game that you'd like to see, Jess, because I think you know some of the other things I was considering. Crap. Well then. Hiya! Keep forgetting I can jump, which seems rather important in this level. Okay, if I can get a sword throw on this guy, this is going to be amazing. I am good at super hot. Game is bullshit. This is a really tough one to find where the enemies are coming from. Oh boy. Yeah, I probably should have expected that. I definitely think this is an endless challenge, which is a bit beyond my abilities. Wah! It's not the money, it's also time. Yeah, well, there's a number of things, right? Like, I definitely feel the point of this is that, I mean, as her tweet said, like, there's no way everything's going to be recovered. I don't think that's the expectation. The idea on this one was more just so, you know, it's less of the idea of, you know, we can get it all back for you, and definitely more about, you know, here's what we're going to do for our part to make a bad situation, you know, worse than it otherwise would have been. And I mean, and for my own part, one of the reasons I wanted to express it through the stream was my stream is one of the ways that Sin has sort of had an impact on me. She's given me a certain degree of confidence. She's given me a, you know, a wonderful participant in chat to, you know, basically to, I don't know, just be fun to interact with. I think, you know, my cast tends to do better when there's people active and chatting in it. I know a lot of people use chat activity as sort of a performance metric for the stream, although I'm not entirely sure it's the best. I think it's a noisy one at best. But Eyes of Sin has definitely been one of the people who's helped make the stream a better place from her presence. And this is something that I could say about a lot of people in the chat, as a matter of fact. I mean, Jessie Quill, the reason why I am so ready to give her these shout-outs and why I don't run out of... Alright. The reason why I don't run out of nice things to say is that she is constantly and selflessly gone above and beyond for the channel. I mean, even something like this, which is technically benefiting another person... she's been giving me feedback. She's been telling me some things that would be fun to play, and that, the audience would like the most. I mean, the idea of this was to try and play stuff that I think, the maximum number of people would enjoy. And we did everything from BioShock to... Holy crap. We did everything from BioShock to Half-Life, doing Super Hot now. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna... Rocky Balboa the crap out of you guys. Oh no! Why can't I hit with a sword? But I mean, just like if something were to have happened to Jess, I mean, I'd probably do even more. I would almost feel compelled to cover her for whatever was lost. Because she's somebody who's really touched my life beyond just the cast, but in terms of a fundraiser, I feel like I'd dedicate a month towards her, just because of the free labor that she's given in terms of moderating the chat and, talking me off the ledge when I'm not feeling like God's gift to casting or anything like that. There's a number of people who have impacted some of your favorite broadcasts in ways that I don't think are properly recognized, because in the end it's the caster who is it's the caster who's kind of got their name in lights, right? But behind every caster there's a mod team. There's that friend that talks them off the ledge when they're not getting the view numbers that they want or the follow numbers that they want. And I really try to do my best to recognize the effort that that goes in, and to where I can to acknowledge the debt that I have to people like Jess. I really am a wonderful person, aren't I? I surprise myself, also with my modesty. Hot switch not ready. That is going to be a problem. Oh, it's ready now. Hua! Ha! Worth a try. All right. I have a feeling that Jess may have private messaged me in answer to my question, and I didn't see it because things aren't working. I mean, technically I'm at the time I plan to end, but I don't want to go by without... Yeah, I agree, Jess. I think I'm going to have to install it, but that shouldn't take too long. We're going to change games. The original plan for tonight was actually The Walking Dead Season 2. Now, I'm going to need a minute to download it and put it on. I had 15 minutes less, but I am really reluctant